Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? Frank Daniels here. Today I'm going to tell you all about my mini cut diet that I'm on, that I've been on for a couple weeks. Before I go into that, I've got a free report. It's called 7 Steps to Shredded. If you are interested in getting jacked, getting lean, you can head down below, click the first link in the description, and grab that free report. I'm outside today. It's a beautiful day in New York, where I'm from. If you're from New York, you know it's like the first nice day out. If you're not from here, well, this is why we're outside. I'm outside the gym. That's my gym, Max Impact Training, up top there. And it's a beautiful day. I said, let me go outside and record the video outside, of course. That's my gym up top. We have a gym below us. We actually have a gym on the other side of us also. Don't ask me how that happened. You have to talk to my landlords about that. But the funny thing about that is, like, they don't really like us too much. They definitely don't like me. They don't like us too much. I don't really have a problem with them. I'm cool with them, but they don't like us. I don't know what happened. Got to talk to my landlords about it. It just is what it is, right? So anyway, back to my mini cut. And a mini cut, if you don't know what that is a period of time where you're going to do like a cut phase during a bulk phase. So bodybuilders, they bulk up. So when they bulk up, they eat in a surplus. So they eat more calories than they burn, so they can put on more muscle. So you're not usually going to put on more muscle unless you're eating in a surplus. So along with that surplus comes some fat gain. So they'll do a mini cut where they now come down and eat less calories than what they burn, right? So they'll get on a diet and they'll do a mini cut, typically somewhere between 2 to 6 weeks, to be able to cut down some of that fat, and then they go back into their bulking phase. So I don't know if I'm gonna go back into a bulking phase, but I just wanted to get on a cutting diet. It's getting warm in New York and want to make sure, get myself in shape for the summertime. I'm not saying that's the best formula, but it is a formula, especially around here. You know, it gets cold during the winter. People tend to put on an extra layer. I know I do. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's what I've been doing. Ideally, I would like to not do that and change that moving forward. But that's why we're on a cut right now. So I started out the cut and I was like, let me just see if I could be hungry, because I'm gonna tell you that one thing I've never done is done like an official diet or an official cut. I've always been able to, I've been a kind of a general fitness guy, okay? Whereas I've been an athlete, I've been a fitness coach, but not a bodybuilder. Okay, never done a show or anything like that, so I've never done like an official diet where I knew I had to cut down and be lean for a specific thing. Now I've gotten lean for photo shoots and things of that nature, summertime, vacations, Vegas, whatever it is, whatever you gotta get ready for. You know, I've been able to get ready for those things, but I've usually done it on more of a habit-based approach, where I'll look at my nutrition and I'll say, okay, like I gotta cut some here, I gotta cut some there, and I'm just kind of like portioning things out with my eye. You know, instead of doing like an official, like, boom, here's my calorie count, here's what I'm gonna eat, here's my macros, all that stuff. So that's the big reason why I wanted to do a mini cut, just to see if I can kind of get into a big calorie deficit, be in a situation where I was, you know, pretty hungry, and just deal with that. So I'm testing myself out to kind of push myself to another level, not only because I enjoy being lean, I enjoy being in good shape, because I want to be able to tell people what's going to happen when you're in a big calorie deficit, right? So that's where I'm at right now. So I started my mini cut and I was going to do like 2 weeks. I'm like, let me just see if I can be hungry for 2 weeks. I don't even know if I can even handle that. So I got like a couple days in and I'm like, oh, this is not so bad. I'm going to extend it. So I'm going to do a minimum of 4 weeks. So I'm 2 weeks in now. I'm going to do a minimum of 4 weeks. I might actually even stretch it to 6, depending on how I'm feeling. Now I'm a couple weeks in. I've definitely lost a few pounds, probably about 8 pounds so far. So what I do notice about myself is I'll get a result pretty quick, whether or not I try to diet or I'm trying to like pack on muscle. I'll get a result pretty quick. Worse things have happened, that's for sure. So lost a couple pounds. I definitely look at myself, I'm losing body fat. You know, so all very good things. Am I hungry? Definitely. So is it challenging? 100%. Am I able to eat what I normally do eat? Probably not. Am I excited about going out, you know, having dinner places? I haven't really done that at all, because I'm being pretty serious right now. I usually keep myself busy with work anyway. I do like to socialize, but if I got to cut back the socializing in situations with alcohol and eating, I will. It's just kind of like what I do. I stay busy enough to where, like, if I just end up out at night and people are socializing, that's cool. I don't necessarily have to be at do it around food or drinks anymore. I don't drink alcohol at all. I'll make another video about that, but I don't drink anymore. I used to, no longer. So that makes it a little easier to cut. But anyway, I'm dialed in, definitely dialed in right now. I'm 2 weeks in, and I might go. I'm gonna go 4. And I might go to 6 with this mini cut and then come back up and eat just kind of a normal pace for a little bit, and then eventually drop back down again. So good dieting, or good fat loss dieting, probably requires that. So we'll just say like this, like, you have fat in a particular area. Like me, I got like love handle fat, right? Like that's tough fat to get rid of, right? It's stubborn fat, right? If you have it in a particular area, chances are you're gonna do a cut. So if you cut calories kind of in an extreme way, you know, what's gonna happen is your body kind of rebounds back at a particular point. So for example, like I cut 800 to 1,000 calories out of what I was normally eating, right? Off my maintenance level. So I'm in a pretty extreme deficit right now, and that'll get me a result for a little while, and eventually that result is going to taper off, and my body's going to go, you know, I got you, I figured out what you're doing, okay, I'm not going to give you a good result unless you do something else. The only place I can go from there when you do these kind of cutting things is down. So the only thing I can do is continue to cut calories out, and that's not going to leave most people in a happy place. So what you can do is you kind of go back up to a maintenance level, and you kind of cruise, and you hang out at that lower body fat count, right? Because you cut, right? You cut and you lose body fat, and then you kind of slowly kind of reverse out of that and go back to your normal maintenance level, or what your new maintenance level is, okay? Because your body weight has changed, okay? Your body fat has changed. You know, you've transformed a little bit, so it won't be in other words, when I go back up, it won't be the same calorie amount that I'm eating. So if I was eating 3,300 calories before, and now I'm in a cut, if I cut out 800 calories, when I go back up and now I'm 10 pounds lighter, I'm not gonna eat 3,300 because it'd be a new set point, right? So I'm gonna go back up and kind of cruise there for a little while, and then cut again. Okay, because it just keep throwing the body off with these different phases of fat loss. So a lot of the experts will talk about that. Like, probably not going to lose all your fat in your first cut unless you're doing a show and you extend that over a long period of time. But if you just like do some extreme cutting right off the bat, like it's kind of what I'm doing, I'm probably not going to lose it all in one shot unless I want to really starve myself to death. But I'm probably going to have to come back up and then go back in and you know, lose it again. But wanted to test out the mini cut just to see if I could test myself. Definitely hungrier than normal, and there's times where I'm like, food is on your mind more when you're hungry, but I'm tough. I'm usually good in adverse situations, and this is certainly a situation I can handle. And again, I'm enjoying the result that I'm getting so far. So I will keep you guys posted on how I'm feeling through the next couple weeks. Maybe do another video here. Hopefully my neighbors don't catch me outside doing it. They don't like me too much at all. They don't like me too much at all. I got no problem with them though. I'd love to help them out, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. So I'll keep you guys posted on the cut. Let you know what's going down. If you have any questions, or comments, head down below. If you like the video, okay, it taught you something about dieting, head down below, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. If you want 7 Steps to Shredded, make sure you grab that by clicking this button right here. You can also head down below, click the first link in the description. Guys, I'm Frank Daniels. We're gonna catch up very soon, baby.